Welcome to Crypto Vibes with your boy Lex Millie. It's a beautiful day. We're sitting here April 10th already. It's crazy how fast the month is going. So I want to talk to you guys today about CBDC. CBDC is something that it's centralized bank digital currency, right? And everybody's adopting it. And I believe that America is falling short and they're falling behind. So let's look at some articles that we ran into today that I just want to run through these real quick to show you what's really going on. If this is the first time that you've been to my channel, please hit the like and subscribe button and let's get right into it. Okay, so it says here, India targeting 1 million CBDC users in 3 months, prioritizing offline transaction sources. Around 100,000 users have participated in the country's central bank digital currency pilot since it's kicked off in December. And just a little short video here of them talking about it. I'm going to go ahead and let you hear this.
And shifting all of that marketing towards CBDC. So that's what India has been doing. So if you talk about regulation by enforcement, India was way ahead of the US, and the US is basically playing catch up right now. And what we see happening next is that the industry, and I was at an event the other day where for the first time, we wrote an article about this, for the first time you saw several prominent politicians actually show up, be a part of a crypto stage, an event hosted by effectively currently the most prominent crypto exchange in India. And that was an exchange, an event where they said one thing, which was that if you want to talk about Web3, then you got to come out of the cloak of crypto. And that's what's basically happening in India. They don't want to associate with.
Yeah, so basically, they're basically saying that this is something that most of the world's adopting, and the U.S. is just falling really, really short. So let's look at this. So now you got India here on CoinDesk. Let's go over to Bitcoin news. British central bank forms CBDC team for 30 people, according to CoinDesk Japan. It talks about the Bank of England is looking to build a 30-person team to develop a central bank digital currency, CBDC. The Sunday Times reported the source of the figures was not discussed. So there's a little bit more going on there, and we can go on to this article. I mean, there's tons of them. Bank of England assembles a team to develop digital currency, CBDC. Everybody's doing it. The Bank of England is, like the other article said, 30 professionals. CBDCs are becoming an increasingly popular topic among central banks around the world. They offer several benefits over cash and traditional bank deposits. Other countries such as China and the European Central Bank are also exploring the possibility of launching their own CBDC. Guys, this is getting really, really dangerous for us because the dollar is getting weakened. And this article here by Bitcoin.com, U.S. dollar could lose most of its value in 5 years, investment manager warns. And it makes a lot of sense, right? Because right now, America thinks that they can be the bully. They can control everything. And I can actually read this so you can get a better understanding. Investment manager Larry Lepard, has warned that the U.S. dollar could lose most of its value within 5 to 10 years. Following the onset of the Russia-Ukraine war, the U.S. did something which I perceive to be very stupid. He said stupid straight up, which is it seized $600 billion of Russian currency reserves, and that sent a message to the world, to other countries, that, hey, if the U.S. don't like what you're doing, they can grab all your money, the executive described. So with that being said, what's the result of that, right? The result of that is that people are going to basically say, you know what, we don't like America having all this control. And so what's happening? Russia and Iran conspired to weaken the U.S. dollar in joint meeting. China's involved in this. I believe Brazil, even Cuba, most communist countries really. They're basically trying to stop using the dollar. They want to stop using the dollar, guys. It's a scary time. I'll read this real briefly. Russia and Iran officials are working to weaken the U.S. dollar, discussing their shared interest in meeting in Tehran on Sunday. It goes on to say that the Russian presidential aide Igor Levitin, who is currently on a 2-day trip in Tehran, met with the Secretary of Iran's Supreme Nation Council, Shamkhani, and the two discussed ways to thwart Western sanctions. They're working on it, guys. You know, they're not just going to sit back and watch us just limit them. You know, and it's very true in my opinion. You know, the U.S. needs to get their stuff together. I'm trying to be very respectful of how I say this so that I don't get dinged for what I'm saying. But it's rough. It's crazy. It's affecting crypto. It's keeping us down. And that's kind of why I wanted to talk about this, because at the end of the day, the dollar, the U.S. government, they don't want crypto. They want to come out with a Cbdc so they control all our transactions just like the rest of the world. It's going to happen. And the dollar is losing value by the day, especially if the east side of the world decides to not use the dollar. It's going to take a long time because we do make up a 60% of the central bank holdings, but it's very, 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 very possible that the Chinese yuan, is going to replace the dollar in a lot of different countries. This is the real deal. This is Crypto Vibes, your boy Lex Millie. I'm just trying to wake you guys up that the government is doing everything they can to keep us down. On a good note, I do believe that we're going to have a good run this week. I think the crypto is going to run this week, and it's just simply basically because of the banks and our government just making a disaster. There's a lot of reporting going on this week. Some CPI data coming out, I believe Tuesday or Wednesday. So they're saying that the interest rate hike, instead of being zero now, and it's very possible that it's going to be 0.25. So we'll see what happens. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for stopping by the channel. Crypto Vibes, your boy Lex Millie. Hit the like and subscribe button. Holla at your boy. Peace.